Facebook just announced new rules that can affect your monetization and your reach for your Facebook pages. So if you have a Facebook page or you're a content creator who's making money from your pages on Facebook, this is definitely a video that you need to watch. Facebook recently announced a crackdown on spammy content on Facebook, and this definitely affects Facebook pages that use AI in their content. So the announcement was specifically about cracking down on spammy content on Facebook. Now, the first thing they're doing is lowering the reach on accounts sharing spammy content. And what they consider to be spammy content is posts that utilize a lot of hashtags, posts that are essentially 100% AI created. And if you're using AI, it doesn't mean that you can't use AI in your content. You just have to know how to use AI properly as a tool to help you generate new ideas, new topics, and new things that you can post on your Facebook page, but not necessarily fully AI. I've seen Facebook pages that are posting 15, 20 times a day with fully AI content, expecting that these pages will make money. And now Facebook has says, no, this is not going to work. We're going to cut your reach and we're also going to demonetize you. So they give you some examples here of what they believe are spammy content. And some of these examples are, for example, very long captions on some of these posts that are clearly not related to the topic or content of the video or image that they're using. For example, including captions about unrelated content, like for example, a cute dog with a caption about plain facts. That really doesn't make any sense. I've seen this with Facebook pages and even on Instagram. There's a lot of Instagram pages posting content that would break Facebook's and Instagram's guidelines, but they have captions that are not talking about that specific video. So they're taking down those videos, they're not allowing you to monetize those, and they're cutting the reach on that type of content. They're also referring to hashtags. If you're using a lot of hashtags, that really doesn't make any sense. I've been telling a lot of my clients to not use hashtags. If they want to use hashtags, maybe one or two are fine, but you don't need 20 different hashtags. That is considered to be spam and most likely is not going to get you more reach. Now, one of the things that I've been preaching a lot over the past few years is that if you really want to build a business on Facebook, if you really want to make money in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years on Facebook, you have to understand the rules. You have to know exactly what to do and what not to do, because you don't want to make a quick Facebook page to make a quick buck and then eventually you get demonetized or your Facebook page gets deleted or you're not getting any reach, and that's not how you build a business. So if you're a legitimate content creator who's looking to build a business on Facebook from your content and you really want to know how to do everything right from the beginning and scale your revenue on Facebook, scale your content to make more money, then check out the links in the description below, because that's exactly what we help content creators do on Facebook. We help them scale and we show them exactly what they need to be doing on Facebook to build a long-term business. Now, something else that you really need to avoid is building or using spam networks on Facebook. This was very popular back in 2021, 2019, and 2020, which essentially meant that if you wanted to get millions of views on Facebook, you can simply just upload a video to your Facebook page and you would share that video in hundreds of Facebook groups and other Facebook pages in a matter of a few days, and you would get millions of views on your videos. That's no longer the case. Facebook is cracking down on those type of posts. If they see that you're spamming your content across non-related Facebook groups and Facebook pages, they would eventually cut your reach or even demonetize you. Doesn't mean that you should stop sharing your videos on Facebook groups or other Facebook pages. No, what it means is that if you have, for example, cooking videos, you're sharing your videos on Facebook pages about dogs, or you're sharing your video in hundreds of just random Facebook groups that have nothing to do with the topic of your page, then essentially you are opening the doors for Facebook to say, hey, you're spamming your content, you're sharing your videos on multiple groups, multiple pages that have nothing to do with the content of your page. So this is why what I preach and what I show my clients and what I show content creators is you need to be building a following of highly engaged viewers and followers that would actually consume your content, that will help you go viral inside of Facebook organically without having to rely on hundreds of Facebook groups or non-related Facebook pages, or you having to spam your content across multiple Facebook pages and groups just to get views. And they clearly specify what they mean by that. Spam networks often create hundreds of accounts to share the same spammy content that clutters people's feed. Accounts we find engaging in this behavior would not be eligible for monetization and may see lower audience reach. And they show you some examples of different Facebook pages and profiles that are just sharing the exact same video and using collaborations as a way to just bypass this and just get more distribution to their content. But the truth is, they're simply spamming by trying to reach as many people as possible, because what they're trying to do is just push their video to different groups, different networks, different Facebook pages, different Facebook profiles that have nothing to do with what the content of their video or content is about. Now, does this mean that if you use AI content for your Facebook page, you will get demonetized, or basically your reach is going to cut in half? No, that's not what it means. You have to understand that Facebook does offer AI features to their creators, and even to anyone who uses Facebook. They have their own AI tool to create images, to create text and all of that. So make sure that if you're going to be using AI, that you use AI as a way, as a tool to help you come up with new ideas, to perhaps utilize it to come up with new topics for your Facebook page, to create more text posts, to create more story posts, to create stuff that it is related to your brand and your content, so that it's not just random stuff that you're creating and it's just fully an AI Facebook page. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your page has a content creator feel, meaning that just like any other YouTube channel, even if it's faceless, they do have original content, and basically they spend time creating these type of videos and content. You should definitely be doing the exact same thing on Facebook. Now, I also need to clarify that a lot of people think that spamming means that whenever you're posting more than 5-10 times a day on your Facebook page, that would be considered spamming. That's not the case. What they consider spamming is to essentially artificially promote your content across multiple networks, multiple Facebook pages at once, basically trying to get as many views as possible from non-related viewers, non-related audiences. Posting on your own Facebook page is completely fine. You can post 5, 10, 15, 20 times a day if you want to, as long as you have original content, as long as you're following all of Meta's rules and monetization policies, and you should be able to continue to monetize your content and continue to increase your audience to make more money from your content on Facebook. And like I said, if you're a content creator or YouTuber who's looking to learn how to really scale your revenue on Facebook, and you're looking to really take your business to the next level, we can definitely help you. In the meantime, you can go and watch this video where I sat down with one of my clients and I showed them exactly what he needed to do to increase his views and make more money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.